Hello, hello. How are you? My name is Lynn Harden, and I am so happy that you are here. Today's day one of a series that I'm going to be doing called Start Where You Are, and it is for creative women like myself and like for you. And we're going to meet, or I'm going to do a recording. It's got to be less than an hour. I may be breaking them apart into clips because I can only hang about 10 minutes myself. And the call will be, or this recording will be in two parts. It will be, I'm going to teach a concept, something, a tool that I use in my own personal life and that has helped many of my clients. And then I'm going to send you out with homework where you get to practice in your own life and get immediate results. Normally in live workshops, it's three parts where I teach a concept and then I coach someone on that concept or really anything that they want in a live coaching type of model. And then the third is we all go out into the world and we use this concept and change our lives and our art, our creative life and our art instantly. I think it's really important to send you back out into your day with a tiny action so you can apply it into your own life. So many of us, including myself, just absorb content. And I love it because I'm a retired principal, teacher, consummate educator, and I love consuming content. But it doesn't shift anything in my life unless I practice this new concept that I've learned. So here, there's no pressure, there's no art police, and just gentle, small shifts that change your life. So here's my plan for this series, and I'm going to be talking about creative problems and how you turn them into high quality creative problems that actually help you grow. And then day two, I'm going to be talking about feelings and the emotional side of an art practice and why our feelings are not in the way, they are the way. The third session I'm going to be doing is about extraordinary creative goals that stretch you without breaking your nervous system, whether it is developing a consistent art practice or finding your voice and your style. The fourth section is going to be, I've called it an action audit, where your time is really going and where's your time really going? How are you spending your day? And how to tuck art into that amazing life, beautiful life that you already have. And then the let me say that again. Fifth session is about making decisions, making a quiet choice to see yourself as an artist now and what flows from everything from that. Everything that I'm teaching you this week is something that I have and still use in my own life. I have come back to art from extremely long breaks. I have sat at the table feeling old and wobbly and unsure, and I have finished things and I have abandoned things. So I'm teaching you from the theory that I am teaching from my own messy art table. And I do have an ulterior motive from this because I do want you to continue with me in a deeper creative program after these 5 times together. Because the more women I know gather who are making art, even in the middle of grief and laundry and life, the more we change things, the more we change the world. And this will either be in a capacity of signing up for one of the courses having to do with art practice or developing your art voice and your own style, or doing one on one coaching, which is the fastest way to get where you want to go. It's not for everyone, but it is for some of us. So this week, I think, and I want to stop saying this week, after these 5 videos or these 5 sessions, I do believe that you're going to have to do a lot of shift, whether you don't join me on Substack or sign up for my newsletter or take one of my courses or sign up for coaching, whether we never have contact again. I believe that these next 5 sessions will make a big impact in your life and a big impact in your life. All right, so enough talking. Let's start talking about creative problems. First off, I have to just say just about the word problem. Most women, you probably clenched a little when I said the word problem. We don't even like the word problem. If you noticed, we as women call them tissues or issues. We don't even like to say the word problem, but that's what they are. And we are problems with problems. But I am going to talk about problems and change that perception of what they are. Most creative women tell me that they have a problem like this: I'm not consistent. I never finish anything. I have no style, or my style looks like this teacher or that teacher. I'm too old to start. My life is too busy for art. It's too complicated. We think those, and then we think that these are facts. And I want to show you in this way that you define your problem it'll either shut you down or it's going to wake you up. And I call these having low quality problems, and then there's high quality problems. And this is what a low quality problem sounds like. I'm behind, I'm lazy, I'm a hot mess, I'm no good. And low quality problems make you feel small and helpless, and they lead to hiding and doom scrolling and beating ourselves up. And a high quality creative problem might sound like this: my life is full and my life is really full, but I still want to design a gentle, sustainable art practice that fits my energy. Or I'm in a learning season. I want to pay attention to what lights me up so my voice can get stronger. High quality problems invite you to grow. They make you the hero of your own story instead of the victim. Have you noticed that our brain seems to always be looking for problems to solve? And this is super normal. This is how we're hardwired. This is how God made us. Our brains are programmed to scan and look for problems in order to keep us alive. And if you don't give it something rich and meaningful, which is hard to do in this day and age because most of us don't have to worry about our next meal, it will create fake problems like it's too late. Oh, it's too late for you to have an art career. It's too late for you to find your voice and your style. You're not talented. Everyone else is better than you. Everyone else is ahead of you. And these fake problems create a lot of suffering and very little art. So, with me today, we are going to upgrade your problems. So, what I want you to do is I want you to grab a pen and paper or a crayon and watercolor paper, pencil and paper, just something to write on. I want you to write down your main creative problem right now. Do not clean it up. Just write the sentence that lives in your head. Maybe it is, I cannot get myself to the art table. I don't finish the courses that I buy. I'm afraid that my art looks childish. I'm selfish when I make time for art. So take a moment and write down what your one biggest creative art problem is. Now, I want you to look at the sentence you just wrote and ask yourself, does this sentence make me feel hopeful or defeated? Does it make me want to hide or get curious? If it makes you feel heavy and ashamed, is probably a low quality problem. You're not doing anything wrong. Most of us are not taught how to think about a creative life, how to think about life in general. I know I was in the public education for over 20 years, and most of us are not taught how to think about this. So now I want you to ask yourself, how could I define this problem in a way that is kinder and more interesting? Let me give you an example. Low quality. I never finish anything. High quality would be I want to practice finishing one tiny thing so I can build the trust within myself again. There's another one. Low quality. I have no space to create. High quality. I want to create a tiny sacred corner, even if it's just a tray on the dining room table where my brain knows art is allowed. Now, can you feel the difference between that low quality problem and the high quality problem? Can you feel the difference? Beautiful. So it's very brave of you. I'm so proud of you for writing this sentence down and being willing to take a look at it, whether it was a low or high quality program, high or low quality problem. I'm mincing words. Many of y'all know, I had major surgery less than 2 weeks ago, and I'm not on any pain meds, and everything went so well, and I'm resting and recovering beautifully. But it seems like my brain and my mouth are not quite wanting to connect. Oh, that's a low quality problem. So I have some homework for you until we meet again. I want you to write down your main creative problem the way it usually sounds in your head. And two, I want you to rewrite it in a high quality creative problem that feels kinder and more inviting. Then three, take one tiny action that fits the new way you defined it. That might be 3 minutes at your art table or dining room table. It might mean one color swatch, one piece of torn paper glued down. That is it. Our art life changes one tiny decision at a time. Now, next time, we're going to be talking about feelings, nothing more than feelings. And I minimize them. They're really so much more. They are everything. So tomorrow we're good, not necessarily tomorrow, but the next time we meet, we're going to talk about feelings and your art and why anxiety, grief, boredom, fear, and worry might be what's in the doorway to your best work. You're not behind, you're right on time. And thank you so much for being with me today.